guys, we're here for day 3. Yesterday was day 2. I felt pretty good. I did a session over here yesterday around the track, and then later on in the day I rode it as well, and I could definitely feel the difference. When I rode it later on yesterday, I actually spent more time on the wheel than not being on the wheel. The other couple of days I spent more time picking up the wheel than actually riding it. So I made some progress. I'm excited about today. The one thing is though, I'll be honest, I really don't feel like doing it today, but I'm not gonna stop. I'm kind of sore. And somebody was telling me, one of the guys in the group who rides, he was like, bro, he was like, when you do these electric rideables like this, he was like, basically, you're using muscles that you've never used before. And that is a truly honest statement, because it's really nothing that you do in real life that equates to riding an EUC. So anyway, I'm gonna try to get a couple of rounds in. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay out here today, but I just wanted to do something today. I didn't want to not take a day. I didn't want to take a day off. So anyway, we're gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it. Yeah, I just started it. I look down. You know what it is? His is so much water up here. There we go. I'm gonna delete that from the footage.
It really is just a wheel. Every time I look at it, it's crazy. It's literally just a wheel.
Stop.
Wanted to take a quick minute to kind of summarize the 1 week riding experience. But before I do that, I want to first take a minute to thank everyone for all of the encouragement and support. The number of comments that I got on my initial day ride video was absolutely amazing. And even when I shared the video in a couple of groups, the EUC community was just really encouraging me to keep going, keep trying. Thank you guys a lot for that support. Also want to take a minute to thank all of my Patreon supporters as well. Definitely appreciate the support there. Now, if you watched my very initial video, you saw the first day, I actually spent way more time just picking the wheel up off of the ground. Literally, there was very little riding involved with it. But that's part of the process, especially when you're somebody who's brand new, never really got on one before, and didn't have anybody kind of coaching me through the experience. And I would say it was the second day where I started to have some significant gains. And I rode on the second day twice. I rode in the morning, and then I also rode toward the end of the day. And what was interesting was I watched a lot of YouTube videos of people kind of explaining how to ride the EUC, but I'm just going to be honest. A lot of the things that they were talking about, I don't think that they really helped me a lot. And I think it may be a different experience when somebody is a very experienced rider trying to teach somebody how to ride, because I think they kind of forget some of the nuances and what it feels like to be on a wheel. So the second day when I went out, I tried to forget everything that I saw on YouTube, and I just tried to experience the wheel myself. And that's when I started to have the gains. And then the third day I was able to ride. Then the fourth day was even more comfortable. I rode on the belt line, even did a couple of different miles. And then I would say around that fifth day of actually being on the wheel is where I really could just ride the wheel and really not think about it. There was sometimes I was even texting on my phone. Yeah, I shouldn't be riding an EUC and texting, but I was doing it. But I would ride the EUC, and it just kind of showed me that I was able to kind of multitask while riding it and not have to be fully just concentrating on it. And then around the seventh day, I just was real comfortable. As you guys can see in the video, I got a chance to ride a couple of different EUCs. I've ridden the S18, I've ridden the V11. So I've had a chance. I even rode a King Song, I think 18X or something like that. So I've had a chance to ride a couple of other wheels now. And as you guys can see in the video, my son is riding as well. So pretty soon it's going to be time to upgrade. So I'm curious. I'm looking for recommendations. You know, I'm kind of looking at specific wheels, and I'm just curious what you guys think I should be looking at or keying in on as possibly my next wheel. The other thing I'm considering doing as well is maybe putting together a tutorial video of how to ride an EUC, because what I felt like helped me to learn how to ride the EUC, I actually was showing my son that way. And as you can see, he can now ride the EUC, and he's actually much better than what you're seeing in the video, because some of the footage is a little old. He's riding this EUC like crazy, and every day he's asking to ride the EUC. So I definitely got to get a second one, because now I need something to be able to ride so we can both ride the EUCs. So I'm curious, what do you guys recommend? And would you be interested in seeing me do a tutorial video from the perspective of someone who is brand new, never ridden the EUC, but then actually learn how to actually ride it? So curious to see if that's something that you guys would be interested in. Remember, PEVs allow you to be everywhere. And as always, I'll see you at the top, because the bottom is too crowded. Peace.